Pastor Isaac Wagaba, or Reverend. I'm staying here at Buzika. Buzika is found in Njeru municipality in Buyikwe district, Uganda. I am here to let you know that God called me during 70s to minister to God's people, establishing churches, and through that ministry as a pastor, then God called me to begin another ministry of orphanage. Canaan Children's Trust Center. God gave us a name called Canaan Children's Home. Canaan is a word which I got after the prayers. God gave me that name from the Bible as a promised land. We used to call it here a land of honey and milk. And what we were called to do, or what we are doing, is to cater for the children, especially children who are dying children, who don't have parents, who don't have relatives, who don't have any help. To start, it was 1998, but to be established officially with the government of Uganda was 2000. And the orphanage, God called us to minister to the orphans, the one who was abused, traumatized, abandoned, from the poor families, like that. There was a war between in the year of from 1976, 77, 78. There was a war, and also after there was another war in Igulu with a man called Ikoni. Many people were killed. The number of orphans increased, and also the time of Idi Amin, also we had many orphans. And also we had another horrible disease called AIDS, which you had in Africa, and maybe some parts of the world. AIDS also caused a lot of orphans. Many people died, they left the children. That's the same time God called me to start the orphanage home. So we are trying to save the dying children, and as they have been growing up, we find that we should have the school where they can go and get education, because it was very hard to raise up children just to grow without education. So we forced to have the school. We started with the kindergarten, and later God blessed us with the primary school. They started getting sick, always being sickly, and it was very expensive to carry them every time at the hospitals. And sometimes we could reach at the hospitals when there is no medications, we didn't get enough treatment. We failed to provide good treatment to the children. So when we saw that it is hard to take every time to carry children in the hospitals, also we tried to get our own clinic. And I want to thank God, because God blessed us with a building where we have the clinic. Now, what the school is trying to do is to educate our children so that they may grow up. When they grow up and become good citizens, become good husbands, become good wives at home, being good parents as well. So our purpose is to see that we train them to become self-supportive, or people who can help themselves. Because our school has only 7 classes, but still we're still having a need of taking them in high schools. The clinic is helping these children here, yes, and the community outside, especially the women who are expecting. We used to get women here in the community. They die when they are delivering, they are giving birth, because there was no clinic. But now, at least, this clinic is trying to save such a women who are expecting. And also another project of Canaan, we tried to grow food, to buy a small land with 10 acres, and now we are trying to grow food, but the challenge to use the whole, the manpower. If we can get something like a tractor, which can help to grow more food, and the children we can feed well the children, and maybe we can get other people who can use it and for renting, and we get some money which can help the children. In the farm, we are trying to raise pigs. We have piggery farm, small, and a few cows and a few goats in that farm. But the challenges we have at the school, or I may say the special needs, we would need the school supplies. If we can get people can stand with us and buy a piece of land which can, for the playground, like a playground. Actually, we have children, but we don't do the sports like soccer. So we need a land which can help us to make the field where children can play, and also school garden where children can grow food, enough food, and maybe something like a tractor which can help to grow more food for selling and the children to eat. And also we need something like a photocopy machines which can help us to print school exams, like especially primary 7, primary 6. During exams we really suffer very much. We go to Ginger to take more photocopies, which is very more expensive. So there's some few needs we would love for the school. But regarding the medical, the clinic really we need clinic equipments like photocopy in the hospital, but scan is very important here in our clinic here. If you can get a scan, and if you can get CBC machine to test the blood, and the microscopes, good microscopes, high blood pressure machines, and other beds, because we are admitting here we can admit like 10 patients, but if you can get good beds for them. And also would love to establish the dentist clinic. If we can get a good chair for the dentals, for dental clinic, that would be wonderful. If we get those equipments, other people can come from outside the patient and pay some little money, which can help to feed and to cater to the orphans. And also regarding the farm as well, we have a plan. We would love to build a piggery house, piggery coop, very big one, which can maybe occupy 200 pigs. We need like $800,000 if we can get that big house which can cater for like 200 pigs, then can also help the children. The money from the pig sellers can help the children. Our struggle is to feed the children and the pay tuition fee for the orphans.